Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. We're hopping into the next episode of Community. This is season number 3, episode number 15, titled Origins of Vampire Mythology. So far, season 3's been knocking out of the park. I know we're getting closer to the finale, and I'm gotta say, this is shaping up to be the best season, at least for me personally. I know the majority of you guys, at least I should say what I say in the comments, the majority of you guys actually, do say that season 3 is the best, and I'm 100% with you guys. Unless they take some sort of weird turn from here on out, I don't think anything's really going to hurt the whole picture as a whole. So, I don't know. But the only thing I can guess for what this episode could possibly be about is the only thing that really sticks out is when they were doing the horror story thing and we saw, was it Jeff who was the vampire? No. Jeff was the vampire and Annie was the werewolf or something. That's the only thing that springs to mind because I saw Jeff in the thumbnail and then my brain was like, vampires, Jeff. That's the only thing that kind of makes sense. Of course, I could possibly be remembering it wrong, but whatever. We're just going to hop in and have a good time. But I do want to remind you guys, if you guys want to skip the YouTube highlights and watch this episode with me in its entirety, that option is available to you right now over on Patreon. Links are in the description down below or pinned in the top comment. If you can't support me on Patreon, you can always support me right here on YouTube. All you gotta do is drop a like, comment down below what you want to see me react to next, subscribe if you haven't already. It's free, and of course, share it with your friends. Helps you, helps me, helps the channel grow. Everybody wins in the end. That being said, let's stop talking. Let's hop into this episode, and we'll talk about it immediately afterwards. Alright, guys. Just remember, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and let's do it. Here we go.
I never thought I'd miss it.
How come I'm not best friends with anyone in the group?
Try because you're an asshole.
She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. If you're on campus this weekend, you'll have to park on the street because of the carnival.
A real carnival? Is the company called Redbeard's Amusements?
Name rings a bell.
I have an ex-boyfriend that travels with a carnival.
It just writes itself.
Well, it looks like my news has incited some doings, and if that's not my job, what is?
Tell us about your carnival worker boyfriend.
Why, so you all can get a big laugh?
Yeah.
Fine. I'm not ashamed of my past, and if it entertains you guys, that's great. His name is Blade, and...
She invoked friendship to undercut the laugh, and we're still laughing. That's how funny it is.
His name is Blade. Is that legal? Shouldn't New Line Cinema be suing him?
Well, nerd alert.
Well, ex-boyfriend named Blade alert.
Damn. I actually kind of feel bad
King
for Blade a
Arthur
little
of
bit.
bad taste in men.
I need to be reminded that he is the worst man on earth, because if he comes through town and calls me, I will be there.
He's hung.
Oh, God!
Pierce, you're disgusting.
Just like that, I'm discussing again.
Sometimes a woman meets a man and she just can't shake from her system no matter how much she knows better.
What was that look, Jeff? What was that about?
You want to watch Blade tonight? Yes.
I want to join.
What do you think? Stick with what's working?
You're gonna change your shirt?
Not if it's working.
It's not working.
Ah, Annie?
I knew it.
Oh my God.
I love what she's having. Hey, grow up, lady! I need your help. It is Blade's carnival that's coming, so I need you to take my phone and don't give it back until Monday. Of course.
Don't give it to Jeff. You already know what's about to happen.
I need to be on lockdown. You are a pillhead, so think of Blade as Adderall and handcuff me to the radiator like a mother-flipping, carny-banging werewolf. I got this. Stay strong.
Man, I wonder how many women I've affected this way.
Same.
Ah!
Ha!
I should check my messages. No! Guys, could we maybe watch a different movie or just stop saying that word 6 times per minute?
Blade?
Blade. Oh, because of Britta's ex-boyfriend. Not cool. Annie, subdue your guess.
Annie, think for 1 second. You have my phone and you're not even checking it. I just want to know if my mother is dying. I'll cover my eyes. You go check my phone and say, no, your mother isn't dying, or yes, your mother is dying. And then we go back to watching the film.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Give it to me. That's right, Britta. It's a banana. You are a lying junkie. I'm sure those words hurt, but you wouldn't be reading them if they weren't true. You two are bad friends.
What about you guys? Okay, you don't like our movie. We can't say the word Blade. There's phones in the refrigerator. Ooh.
Oh,
Troy, on this.
fuck's sakes, Troy.
You're racist pedophiles. You're the opposites of Batman.
You don't know what that means.
Prevent your cruelty.
Why is there a lock on the
Still think the
outside?
lock was overkill?
No.
Who dis?
Boys' night.
Oh, root beer and
help react
potato
to something.
chips?
guy. Quit Pierce one me.
What is this?
I decided to go outside the group for a best friend.
And you couldn't do better than Chang.
Take that back. He could do plenty better than me. I was the first to say yes.
Match made in heaven.
Shirley, I'm not jealous. I just wanted to see what the deal was. And obviously the deal is he's a dirtball, Britta hates herself. Voila.
I guess so, yeah.
I'd like to go on a ride.
I want you to know, and I've never said these words, but I've always felt them. You're a sister to me.
Oh, don't fall for it, Annie.
Hey, little sis. Do you think you could trust me to have my phone back now?
Little sis.
You're not just manipulating me, right? Oh, because of... Oh, geez, yeah, whatever. That's over, Annie. Seriously. Thank you. Love the gateway.
You gave it up, Annie?
I have to call my doctor for some results. Don't worry. I'm fine. It's just a little personal.
You need privacy. Sure thing.
Boy, this guy doesn't give vampires a square inch of leeway.
He's harsh.
What have you done?
I gave Britta her phone.
You did? Why?
She needs to feel trust to recover or she'll relapse.
She's gonna relapse because you gave her phone.
I secretly switched Blade's number in her phone to my number.
Oh.
That's diabolical.
Wait a minute.
You're just like
I feel like
Blade,
that's gonna
man.
backfire
Straight up.
somehow. I don't know how, but it's gonna backfire.
Are you kidding me? She said we were sisters.
You're very nice for a man named, what'd you say it was? Blade?
Yep.
Your parents named you Blade?
Apparently.
Well, you seem okay.
Mr. Blade, I want 3 more rounds.
Oh my god! One after the other! I'm texting to tell you I'm not texting you anymore. Fine. I guess you don't want to know our 2-year-old.
Yeah, this is kind of
Please just put her
sad.
under a stack of mattresses or something.
I don't know. When is she gonna take a hint?
Britta's attracted to unavailable men.
Fine. Let's make him available.
What are you
Oh my god. I knew this was gonna backfire.
Alone.
No!
See? She stopped.
Oh my god.
She's calling him?
She was born in the 80s. She still uses her phone as a phone. Uh-oh.
We just won't answer it.
Wanna go to your voicemail?
What the hell was that?
I don't know!
Change your settings so it doesn't go to voicemail. Too late.
I told you not to call me at work. Sorry, I forgot. Don't be mad at me. She's whipped by an imaginary douche.
What's Britta's deal? This is kind of sad, to be honest.
So you dropped out of high school and joined the carnival, and 15 years later, here you are.
Jeffrey!
Guess that's about it.
I wanna know.
Wanna know what? I wanna know what drove Britta crazy about him.
Why is it? Yeah, why do you care? I prefer he likes Annie, but what is going on?
Now what are you doing?
Dean, why are you here?
Yikes.
Leave
Figured
Dean
it out.
alone.
I know
man.
exactly.
Britta likes guys who are mean to her. She doesn't like herself.
That's sad.
What did you say?
Something nice. Don't worry about it. I'm deleting it from your phone.
It's interesting because Troy actually does like Britta.
You guys still watching movies?
What did he say?
I don't get it, Blade. What's your secret? Why do I want to impress you? Are you dumb or smart? Are you a loser or winner? Do we all see what we want to see in you? Magician never reveals, right?
It is interesting. I like how there's no real answer.
You want to know my secret?
What?
Yes.
What are you doing? I want to know.
Good night.
Troy!
I want to know what it said. What did Troy say?
So I don't get it. He's a vampire, but he can walk around during the day? You weren't texting Blade. You were texting us. I switched Blade's number in your phone to mine. You tricked me? You tricked me! Who hurt you? And why didn't it stick? So Blade isn't a loser!
Uh-oh.
No, let her go. Jeff, what are you doing here?
I just got back from the carnival, where I met Blade.
Is he okay? How is he?
He's brain damaged. 10 years ago, before he even met you,
Interesting.
a loose bolt flew off the Ferris wheel and embedded in his skull. He has no shame,
Why wouldn't he have told me that?
because he didn't care if you knew.
He's Alvin doesn't give a fuck. And Pierce, you totally missed like the best part. So.
Do not let me call Chang. I'm locking myself in your room.
Ooh. What?
Come watch Blade.
Okay.
Okay.
I want to know what he said. Are we gonna see? Oh shit! Something's about to happen. Oh, I'm like really happy right now. I really like this a lot. And Abed is.
This movie's fantastic.
Abed gets no poon. You'd rather just watch Blade.
Ladies and gentlemen. So yesterday, typical Sunday, I was hanging out in my dreamatorium. Woo! I couldn't remember where I imagined the door. Then I realized I was in an actual bathroom.
No offense, but this material seems pretty specific to your apartment. I don't think it'll work at an open mic.
Let him believe, Jeff.
Y'all ever notice the difference between me and Troy brushing our teeth? I brush my teeth like this. Troy brushes his teeth like this.
I do. I brush my teeth just like that.
Wow, guys. Okay, so that was Community Season 3, Episode 15, Origins of Vampire Mythology. I gotta give this a round of applause just because it took a turn that I didn't see coming at first. Because I'm just like, oh, why is Britta, like, down so bad off this guy? I don't get it. I was like, wait, what's going on? But then the more you kind of, like, go through the story and the more that's revealed and unfolded, you kind of, I felt really bad for her because Troy straight up just flat out said it. Britta likes likes guys that treat her badly because she feels like she doesn't feel great about herself, and that sucks. I mean, it actually kind of makes me feel bad for ever like hating on her in the past, just because I don't know. It just feels like this episode feels like it was handling something much bigger than what was actually presented here, and they kind of funneled that message into the character of Blade, and everything that kind of like came together in the end. When I was like kind of wondering, it's like, okay, wait, what? Where's the vampires come in? I had to like double check the episode to make sure I was on the right one, and I'm just like, oh, okay, we're figuring out because his name is Blade. I was connecting the dots, and of course, Abed was watching Blade. It would have been cool if we had like maybe a Wesley Snipes cameo or whatever. No idea what he was doing at the time, but or maybe Abed was going to be Blade. I thought we were going to have a little bit more Blade in there, like actual Blade. But the fact that they kind of went this route, it took me by surprise, and I actually really liked it because we kind of found out who Blade was as a character, his origins, his mythology, kind of like what Jeff was trying to uncover by like I guess picking his brain while doing the duck shooting gallery thing. And the more he kind of figured out about him, the more he realized, well, of course, the guy actually told him what was literally wrong with him, which, that makes sense. And ultimately, it came down to this guy has no shame. And I'm just like, the way Jeff interacted with him, it was almost eye-opening for Jeff as a character, because there was that one line in here. Now I'm gonna try to remember it off the top of my head. Something about, "Are you just a mirror? Do we just see what we want to see in you?" And that kind of got me thinking a little bit. And I'm just like, that self-reflection on Jeff. Like every time they have these episodes when like characters like Jeff self-reflect and they kind of grow as characters, it's top notch. And I kind of like that moment at the end where Troy kind of saved the day by saying something nice to Britta. I wanted to actually see what the message said, but they kind of the pictures like spoke 1,000 words, because you know how Britta threw eye contact at Annie threw eye contact at Britta and like motioned like it was Troy. Britta like looked at Troy. Troy was kind of smirking. Britta like acknowledged like, hey, maybe there's something there. And I just kind of got super excited because then Annie looked at Jeff and Jeff looked at Annie. I'm like, my pairings, my like fantasy booked pairings, it looks like they're coming true. I do want to see Troy and Britta as a thing. I feel like that's going to make Britta stronger as a character, because I do really feel bad. Like this whole episode, it may not have looked like I was enjoying it, but just because I actually really felt bad for Britta. And like, I'm kind of glad that she found this uprising, this resurgence in her character, this revitalization, and I feel like it's going to be neat to see Troy kind of, take that character role and kind of help, they like grow each other, they build off of each other, they complement each other. So I can't wait to see what happens there. And of course, the Annie and Jeff stuff. I'm always going to be a fan of that. I know there's like some differing opinions in the comments about it, whether it should be Jeff Annie or Jeff Britta or Jeff nobody in the group. I mean, hey, you know what? I kind of like this Jeff Annie thing, but if you're a fan of Jeff Britta, I totally get that too. Because in this episode, I was like, maybe they're trying to reinforce and hammer the idea that Jeff and Britta could be a thing. But I'm glad that they didn't go that direction, because I'm like, deep down inside, I want Jeff and Annie to be a thing. Now, if that doesn't happen, you know, whatever, but that's still what I'm kind of going for in my mind. So this episode, while it started out great, and then we kind of learned a little bit about Britta, and that kind of made me feel a little bit bad about her. But then we had a really nice ending, and I was really happy to see where our characters are at the end of it. So this episode was great. 2 thumbs up. Really enjoyed that, especially since it wasn't like laugh out loud funny, but the characters themselves, just seeing them interact with each other and just have this like this I don't know, this circumstance of just Britta. It started out with Britta's like carnival ex-boyfriends back in town. Started out as a joke, then it kind of got serious. You know, then you kind of feel bad for Britta, and then you know she gets kind of like she wins in the end. So I really enjoyed all this. I love how they crafted this story. I love everybody's role in this story, because everybody in their little pairings, everybody delivered in this. I mean, Chang more or less was, you know, whatever, but him and Pierce were probably the least important of the episode, I guess, but they were still good. I wanted to see more of that, actually. Just seeing Chang and Pierce hang out seems like fun times for all. So we'll see what happens next, but enjoyable episode nonetheless, guys, and I think I'm just gonna end it there. Alright guys, if you guys enjoyed my review, enjoyed my reaction, you guys want to see this video with me in its entirety and avoid the YouTube highlights, Patreon's the place to do it. You get full reactions, uncut, unedited, early access. If you're seeing this on YouTube right now, we're probably already done with Season 3, well into Season 4, maybe. But yeah, if any of that interests you, skip the line, hop on over to Patreon. But if you can't support me on Patreon, you're under no obligation, of course. You can always support me right here on YouTube. All you gotta do is drop a like, comment down below what you want to see me react to next. Subscribe if you haven't already. It's free, and of course, share it with your friends. Helps you, helps me, helps the channel grow. Everybody wins in the end. That being said, I'm going to get out of here, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode of Community. Can't wait to keep going and finish this season. But alright guys, till then, adios.
And if you liked what you saw, tell your friends, tell your family, tweet about it, and if you didn't like it, shut the fuck up.